I'll read it to you real quick. It's nothing new, but we're just going to finalize this and do a small bit of tech integration to keep us up to date with this and make it sort of a quotidian thing we will do in terms of using our technology in class or our lessons. So, by providing my image below, I agree to abide and uphold the following essential agreements for use of technology during class lessons. I will use only technology that is relevant to the lessons as identified by my teacher at the beginning of class. Only open the designated programs or software identified by my teacher at the beginning of class. Only have open the specified number of tabs and or windows according to my teacher. Respond quickly to my teacher's direction when it is time to shut down programs, windows, and to close laptops. And of course, it's all because of this. I will allow my technology to enrich my learning experience and to not let it be a distraction for my learning and the learning of my classmates. So what we'll do today, in addition to looking to our PSAT vocab, your product today is an image. Could be a PNG or a .jpg. You will create a thumbs up agreement image, and it needs to be no more than 40 by 40 pixels. Of course, that looks like a square, which does make sense because we're going to make an image of ourselves, basically a profile, if you will, something of that nature, kind of like a passport image. If it's somewhere close to these dimensions, be fine. So if yours ends up being 45 and 39 or 46 and 42, it's perfectly fine. That image will be uploaded to your Picasa account, and from there you need to extract the physical URL address. So your final product will look something like an HTTP :// some sort of Google information, but of course it must end with .jpg or .png. I suggest everybody use Preview because it's much more simple and efficient than using Photoshop. So even though it says Photoshop on there, I think we should probably just use Preview. Start by opening up your Photobooth. You only have 60 seconds to take the picture, so there won't be a whole lot of concern about how beautiful we look. And because our image is really, really small, we don't need to play with the albeit very fun effects, because when it's so small and you've added all these multiple effects, you won't be able to actually see your face, and it defeats the purpose. Okay, now in our Photobooth, you can just go ahead and open that by hitting Command Spacebar and type photo, and it should pop up. It's got the red icon. It's also at the bottom of your computer. As you can see, I went ahead and took my photo. It's right here. And what I do with that is I can simply drag it onto my desktop. Now once on my desktop, using Preview, it's the automatic usual default program for viewing images with your Mac. So just double click on it. And there it is. So since we really just want to focus on, oh, that's lovely, isn't it? On the actual, I'll call it the face, because I guess that's what it is, my face. We can use our screen select tool. Sometimes it's on lasso or whatever. We want rectangle because we want to make it as square as possible. I do want to see my face. I do want to see the thumb, so I can just get rid of this background, and I can just highlight it like this, and it gives you the pixels that you're using. Mine right here is a 453, 430. I'm going to make it a little bit more square, so I will go to that 429. I'll play with a little bit. 437, 427. Getting really close. That looks good. 430 and 427. Those aren't the sizes or dimensions we want, but we'll resize that in 2 seconds. So I set that up, and I hit Command K, which is our crop shortcut key. Now I go to the top to Tools, Adjust Size, and do make sure this is set to pixels because we don't want points or millimeters or kilometers or whatever that might be. So 40, you can see it automatically adjusts, and it's going to be a square. It's ticked right here for scale proportionally. Hit OK. You'll see it's very small. I hit Save. Now this image has been saved with the new tiny dimensions on my desktop. I can double click it. It opens up. It's the same thing. What I really meant to do is hit Command I And what that does, it shows me how big it is. So this is my information, and it's 6K, which is a speck of dust on the internet, and it is exactly 40 by 40, so that was a pretty good guess with that. Now what I want to do is I want to upload this to my Picasa account. So you log into Picasa because our school accounts are Gmail accounts. Just go to picasaweb.com. It's not picasa.com or something like that because that's a program to download. Make sure it's the web one. Log in, click on the upload, and that image will open up, and you want to extract the actual URL. What I'm going to do is rename this document something that makes sense. Thumbs me 03, and now I'm in my Picasa. I'm not going to worry about the album date or any of that because it's irrelevant. I'm just going to extract this image and embed it into a Google Doc. So select photos from my computer. It's probably a million. So lots of stuff on there. So just go ahead in your Finder, thumbs me 03. There it is. That'll upload. Shouldn't take long because once again it's tiny. There it is. Now this of course is some sort of preview through some sort of Java or Flash, and what I want to do is hit Control, which you'll see is about 3 keys left of your spacebar. Click, and I see this. That's not what I want. Let's try that again. So Control. Oh, not so good. How about? Oh, I gotta hit OK first. My bad. So after I hit OK, I can just once again, let's try that one more time. New tab, and new tab opens up, and if you look at the, that's still not what I want. Let's try it one more time. How about copy image location? I'm going to paste it to the top and hope that it ends with the .jpg, and it does. So all of this, copy and cut, or Control-Alt, Command-X if you will. And now on the document which I've shared with you, so your name will be somewhere on the left. Find your name and go ahead and put your cursor in your little column. Insert image, and of course this is coming from the internet, and we want to click on the URL. Paste your URL in there, which is HTTP, of course ends with .jpg. Select, and it should pop up. You can center justify that if you want. And our final product will look something like this with all our lovely faces on there. Great. So every time we come into class and we're going to use the computers, be a product day or writing process day, you'll see the date up there. I will identify, of course, through our daily objectives like we always do, what we're going to be doing. I'll let you know what programs we'll be using, how many tabs you want to have open, and that'll be it. If you agree with that, of course you will. You go ahead and you'll insert your picture there. Once it's inserted, all you have to do from that point on is just copy and paste it to the next recording date.